Hi, this is Kirk, the bariatric carnivore. Does eating meat make you mellow? This is a serious question. I'm not just, playing with words. This is something to really consider. I have noticed since I've gone carnivore that I've been becoming more and more relaxed. And some of the results are showing up in my blood work. Some of the markers of inflammation have gone down, but also my blood pressure changed. I used to, back when I ate the standard American diet and was 300 pounds, I really needed blood pressure medicine just trying to keep from having a stroke. It got really bad. It was over 200 at one point. But since I've gone keto, it's gone down. I've been able to reduce the amount of blood pressure medicine I've taken, the better I adhered to a ketogenic diet. And about a year into being carnivore, I was able to get off of all blood pressure medicine. My blood pressure is now normal, which means I don't have to take any medications, which is fantastic as far as I'm concerned. All medications have some sort of side effect. And I started seeing in a lot of different forums that there's a lot of people that have reversed serious long-term mental health issues. It has significantly improved people with bipolar, depression, and even schizophrenics have received great relief. Now, this shouldn't be particularly surprising because when you think about it, the ketogenic diet, low carb approach to dieting, and keto is probably more low carb but also high fat, and that was significant. It was created to help kids with epilepsy. And that was the therapy of choice for any kid who had really bad seizures. So there seems to be a direct link between the diet and the brain and overall brain health. There's a lot of studies out there that keep showing this big link between veganism and depression. And it makes sense because the brain itself is made up mostly of fat. So eating a diet high in the nutrients that your brain needs makes a lot of sense. The brain seems to run better on ketones than it does glucose. One of the names for Alzheimer's disease is type 3 diabetes. High glucose levels have a tendency to inflame the brain, creating a lot of those problems. And we're starting to see that link becoming more and more clear in the literature. So why shouldn't we believe that? We keep thinking that our brain is somehow separate from our body, but it isn't. It's, we would think, bodybuilders understand completely that what you eat is going to impact your muscles. Well, why are we not thinking that what we eat doesn't somehow affect our brain? And there seems to be this really bizarre link, and I wish I could point to a study that shows you that, this food equals this when it comes to gut health. We're just starting to understand the microbiome and just how important it is to our overall mood. But frankly, we are vehicles for about 15 pounds of all these microbes in our system that have a direct effect on our brain health. So all these things seem to link together, and I wish I could tell you, boy, this is the definitive answer to it. And frankly, we just don't know. I don't know. I have not seen a definitive study that would tell me with absolute 100% certainty that if you eat this diet, you're going to clear up your mental health issues. But it's worth experimenting on. And here's why. There's no downside. So look, when you take a psychotropic medicine, when you take a pharmaceutical, there are side effects and there are downsides to them. I know I used to take Wellbutrin and for depression. And I noticed, particularly when I came off of it, it did affect me. I could see these overall side effects, and they're bad. And I was glad to be off of it. I'm glad to be done with those medicines. I'm glad that my mood has improved pretty dramatically, that I've gotten rid of the brain fog, that I don't forget things. I'm not as absent-minded as I used to be. This is all great stuff. There's a lot of mental clarity that comes ever since I've been eating more of a carnivorous diet. And this is as I'm getting older. This is really kind of strange, but when you've got more mental clarity than you did 20 years ago, that's a good thing. It's worth experimenting with. It doesn't cost, there's no downside to it like there is with a pharmaceutical. And if it improves everything, all the better. So give it a shot. Maybe it'll help you get off your antidepressants. Maybe it'll help you reduce your blood pressure medicine. Maybe it'll help you to get off of blood pressure medicine and free of the medical system, because that's kind of my goal in life. I don't want to see a doctor for any reason if I can possibly help it. I like them for emergencies, but I don't think they can get me healthy. So my goal is to get as healthy as I can, free of the medical system, so I don't have to take the pharmaceutical agents. That's my goal. Whatever you want to do is up to you. So this is Kirk, the Bariatric Carnivore. If you like this message and you want to hear more like it, please hit the like and subscribe button. I try to put out a couple messages every week. I will talk to you soon.